Understand.
There's no way to avoid conflicts in your marriage. The question is, how will you deal with them? We have had our share of conflicts in our lives with everyone, with our parents, with our siblings, at work, so why not have conflicts in a marriage? There are two selfish people with different backgrounds and different personalities. Add to that some bad habits and a bunch of expectations. And there you go, we get conflicts and we get fights and arguments every day, perhaps. It's unavoidable. Since every marriage has its tensions, it isn't a question of avoiding conflicts, but actually the question of how to deal when we have a conflict. Conflicts can lead to a process that develops oneness or isolation. So you and your spouse must choose how you will act within a conflict. So I have 5 steps for you to help you out with that. Step 1 is to know, accept, and adjust to your differences. It's important to understand the differences and then to accept and adjust to them. Remember that you cannot change your spouse, but you can meet halfway, both of you. Step 2 is to be less selfish. Consider that you are different and that you love your spouse. And love means that you should not always try to prove yourself right. Sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you have to be sorry. Be fair and logical. That's step number 3. Check your motivation. Will your words help or hurt? Will bringing this up cause healing, wholeness, or further isolation? Check your attitude. Loving confrontation says, I care about you, I respect you, and I want you to respect me. I want to know how you feel because I care. Don't be so aggressive and start accusing your partner of being a bad person. Don't kill his personality. So, choose the right circumstances, choose the timing, the location, and the setting. Don't confront your spouse, for example, when he's tired from a hard day's work or in the middle of a setting with friends or with the children. Also, never criticize or make fun of or argue with your spouse in public. Check to see what other pressure may be there. So, be sensitive where your spouse is coming from. There could be that your spouse's life is not in the right or the best position right now. Is he healthy? Does he have trouble at work? A traumatic life experience? Listen to your spouse and seek to understand his or her view. Don't keep talking all the time and never giving him the chance to speak. During discussion, stick to one issue at a time. Don't bring up several issues and then it gets too complicated. Don't save up a series of complaints and let your spouse have them all at once. That's not healthy. Focus on one problem rather than the person. For example, if you want to talk about the budget, don't accuse your spouse of being a shopaholic, for example. Work together through plans of finance and focus on behavior rather than the character. There is the you message versus the I message. So you can assassinate your spouse's character by stabbing him right in the heart with the you messages all the time. You're always late, you don't care about me at all, you don't care about the children, you only care about yourself. That's all very bad. The I message, however, would say, I feel frustrated when you don't let me know when you're late. I would appreciate it if you would call so we can make other plans. Focus on the facts rather than judging motives. If your spouse forgets to make an important phone call, deal with the consequences of what you both will have to do next rather than say, you're so careless, you just do things to irritate me. So focus on understanding your spouse and where he or she is coming from rather than who is winning or losing. When your spouse confronts you, listen carefully to what is said and what isn't said. For example, It may be that he's upset because of something that happened at work, and you're getting nothing more than a tantrum, like an explosion of pressure because of factors that are outside his power. So be forgiving. Step 5, avoid hurting feelings. Avoid insults. Never call your spouse names. Never harm him or her physically. Try those time-tested secrets and life will be much easier and better. All the best. This video contains general information about medical conditions. The content might not be suitable for everyone and should not be treated as such. Always consult your doctor before using medications. The medical information is provided without any warranties or legal obligations to those who might apply them.